Hey everyone, it's Angus here, and welcome to another episode. This is a monthly update series where we take a look at the progress of my game, Sunset Witch X. These are the Halloween updates for 2018, and I figure we'll get right into it. Roll the footage. The latest addition to this game is the new title screen. When you first start the game without any save data, it asks if you want to play in windowed or full screen mode. I put this in as some people prefer to play it in windowed, in case you're recording for instance. So here it is in windowed mode, and pressing left or right changes it from full screen and windowed. When you select the size, I put a message saying this can be changed at any time during the options menu, just to make it clear. The fancy new logo comes up, and we see the title screen. The artwork on the left needs a bit more polish, but it's almost finished. Also, when you next start the game, it will start from my logo screen back there. Let's take a look at this new menu. I went through a lot of effort to make it look smooth and modern, while also getting to the point. The continue option is greyed out if you haven't started a new game yet. Continuing would otherwise put you in the last level you were in. You have a new game option, an options menu, and a quick game option. As mentioned before, you can change the screen mode in the options menu, but you can also delete your save data in case you want to start fresh. I want to make sure that people are absolutely sure when doing this. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Well, I made it so it asks you twice, just to make absolutely sure you're sure about this. When you get into the main game itself, you'll notice that the pause menu has been redesigned. It's made to look and feel similar to the title screen, just to keep things consistent. On top of resuming the game and resetting the stage, you also get the options menu and the option to return to the title screen. You may have noticed the text is a lot smoother compared to the pixel art look of the game. Well, for the options itself, I'm using something called Draw GUI. GUI standing for Graphical User Interface. It's a bit hard to explain how it works, but basically no matter what size the screen is, the text and other GUI elements will always stay the same size. The bottom line is that it looks a lot smoother, and doesn't pixelize any of the text. I also use Draw GUI with the gem counter, just to make the numbers clear. With this new technique I may make the rest of the HUD look a bit smoother, but it's only a consideration. I wouldn't want there to be too much clashing with the pixel art. Even a new stage clear uses Draw GUI. In this month of development, my main focus has been on the pause screen and the title screen. I haven't been working on many in-game properties. I put in new spike obstacles. Like in many games, if you hit the spikes, you die. Not many things in the game will one-hit kill you, so it's something to be afraid of. I've also been working on a little tower segment. I felt there weren't enough exploring moments when you're flying. You gotta get into the top room using a skull key, and there's two to find. One is easily located at the bottom, whereas in the other you gotta find in this hidden little area. If you're in a rush, you can go to the next room just fine, but if you have the time, you may notice a treasure box. If you go into the tower and get the second skull key, you'll be rewarded with treasures. By proceeding into the next room, you'll see a bed of spikes. You can't just enter through them, otherwise you'll die, so the only way to enter through is with invincibility. If you've seen previous videos, you may have noticed you get a shield when you do the supercharge. If you shoot this little orb in the room, your supercharge meter goes up, and by unleashing a laser you also become invincible, allowing you to enter through the spikes with no harm. That's one way to pull it off. If it doesn't work well in playtesting, I may just put in a conventional invincibility item. I kinda like it this way though. And one more test area. Using the spikes again, there are now switches protected by spikes, but if you shoot this enemy you'll notice it will start moving. Here it's fairly simple, you shoot him and he presses a switch. In this room here you have to go up a bit further. You can't push him through the door, so you have to be close by for the door to open. You won't be able to take damage from this enemy though, so it won't be too unforgiving. So I made a video on Halloween, but nothing about it feels very Halloween-y. Oh well.